Hi, I'm John DeBella, and this is your Classic Rock Update. Let's talk Love Child. In 2009, Van Morrison denied all reports that he had had a love child with one Gigi Lee. As a matter of fact, he ended up in a lawsuit with two British newspapers. Well, it has come out that it is his kid, and it does belong to Gigi Lee. You see, he said it was an internet hoax. It was Gigi who actually posted the information. So after 3 years of trying to sue the Mail on Sunday and the News of the World in London, ends up they can run with the story because Van Morrison has a love child. He claims that he and his wife, the former Miss Ireland, Michelle Rocca, are still happily married. Come on, somebody's pissed. Pat Benatar is going back out on the road. Last year, she put out her autobiography, Between a Heart and a Rock Place. And this year, she's starting a tour out in California. We'll be at the Keswick Theater on June 28th. Pat says that she's really liking touring a lot more now. No more the hubbub of having to promote a record. She can go out. She's not being bothered by everybody. This is a nice way for a rock star to say, I get to shop. If you've seen this month's Playboy, then you know that Elizabeth Jagger, Mick Jagger and Jerry Hall's daughter, has a little teaser article in there about her appearing in Playboy next month. Yep, she's going to be totally in the buff. Now, she's not the first Rolling Stones kid to make it into Playboy. Last year, Alexandra Richards, Keith's daughter, was in there totally in the buff as well, much to Keith's chagrin, because he's been such a wonderful role model. Speaking of Keith, he is expected on May 7th to make an appearance at the premiere of Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. As you know, Keith plays Johnny Depp's father, Captain Teague, although when the little kids are sitting waiting for everybody to go in, they're probably going to wonder, who's the guy who's still in costume? I am a huge Lindsey Buckingham fan. I believe that he's one of the most underrated guitarists of all time. And now he believes that he's being underrated by his former record company, Warner Brothers, the label he has been on for the past 35 years. It seems that the last two albums, Gift of Screws and Under the Skin, well, Warner Brothers barely did anything with them. So he said, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm going the independent route. I'll distribute these records completely on my own. Now, so we hit the trifecta of Rolling Stone stories here. Lindsey Buckingham did a cover version of the Rolling Stones' She Smiles Sweetly, which has been out on the internet as a bootleg for a very long time. It's finally going to appear on this new album, and that's what's been playing in the background while I've been telling you this story.
Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lucy in the sky with diamonds.
Got some extra coin? Well, if you do, you might want to get a hold of this. John Lennon's handwritten lyrics to Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. You know the story. Julian comes home, he's got this painting. John asks him, what is that? And he says, it's Lucy, meaning Lucy Voden, who died in 2009. It's Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Now, everybody made this LSD reference for a real long time. But look, if you want something that no one else in the world has, you want to get to Profiles in History, put a bid on this. By the way, they figure it's going to go for a minimum of about $300,000. You never wanted a house anyway. And lastly this week, John Mellencamp and Stephen King have gotten together to put out a musical. The Ghost Brothers of Darkland County will premiere in Atlanta at the Alliance Theater next year. And it's a kind of gothic musical tale that's based on a Stephen King story, which is based on real events that happened with this murder of two guys and a girl. Now, guys, I have to tell you, John, Stephen, the last time we heard about a rock musical, and you know how that's been working out for them, so you might want to talk to The Edge and Bono before you go any further with this. And that's as far as we're going to go this week with the Classic Rock Update. I'll see you weekday mornings on the radio. Classic Rock 102.9 MGK. Grr.